Hi everyone, it's Bev DeBono with Tuesday's Tip. I have a really quick and easy page today, and I want to show you how to make this beautiful frame that goes around your page using the new Creative Memories Square Punch. It's the new 1 3/4 punch, and it will make this page go very, very quickly. So to start, what we're going to need is a base cardstock, and we're going to punch 20 of these squares. And I just used scraps that I had around for this. I had extra pages from my Polar Lights class. So I'm just using scraps for my punches. And I'm going to just punch it upside down so I can maximize the use of my paper. So I'm just putting my paper in all the way to the back of the punch and lining it up just so that it can punch very close together so I'm not wasting a lot of paper. Okay, so that is the 1 3/4 punch. And we're going to need 20 of those squares. And once we get the squares, then we're going to round the corners with our corner rounder. And it's very easy to do. And this is the new corner rounder. You just put it in, make sure it's all the way in, and just round your corners. Now this new corner rounder does 2 corners. It does the regular corner round, and it will also do, I'll show you on this piece. So it does the regular corners, and then if you turn it around and put it in the back way and have your tip of your paper just line up to the screw that's right in the middle there, you can do an inverted corner. So you actually have 2 different corners. You have a rounded corner and you have an inverted corner, which you can get from the same corner rounder. So this is pretty cool. It's like you have 2 different corner rounders in the same tool. So I'm just gonna quick do this. So you need 20 of these, and they are 1 3/4 inches. So I've punched a few ahead of time so that I wouldn't take up all of your time. And the other thing that you are going to need is an 8 by 8 inch square. So I am going to use this 8 by 8 inch square that I've already pre-cut, and I'm going to center it right in the middle of my page. Now you might want to have just a little help with this, so you can just take a ruler and line your ruler up at the 2-inch mark from the top of your mat. So it's at the 2-inch mark on both ends, and place your ruler right at the 2-inch mark. And now I'm going to tape my 8 by 8 square at right up to the edge of the ruler and at the 10-inch and the 2-inch marks so that it's perfectly centered in the middle of my page. So it's centering it in the middle of your base page, and I'm just putting my tape on that. Okay, so I'm just going to line it right up. Make sure my ruler is straight across at the 2-inch mark, straight across. And then I'm just going to line it up at the 10-inch and the 2-inch, right like that. And it's right there, right in the center of my base. And then what I want to do is I just want to take my squares, my rounded squares. I'm just going to place them to a point where I like the positioning of the papers. Like I like how they're flowing like from one color to the next. And I'm just going to just lay these out. And sometimes you can just repeat your colors or your patterns. It does kind of make it a little faster. So this one is going like this. So you see the patterns are all going in a nice direction here. And then I'm going to tape them down. And there's a quick way that you can tape these down so that you make sure that these are kind of in the middle. So I'll show you that. Put that there. And there you go. So how quick and easy is that? So the fastest way to tape this down is to tape down your four corners. And I'm using the silicone mat because you can tape right on it and your tape does not adhere to it. And I'm also using my repositionable tape because with the repositionable tape, it comes out in little micro dots. And I can lift it up and put it down if I don't like where it lands. So I'm doing my four corners first, and I'm just centering it around the edge and to meet my 8x8 piece. And then I think the easiest thing to do is then to look at your 6-inch mark and to get your next two equally spaced by your 6-inch mark, and then start taping from the 6-inch mark. I just find that it's easier to do that because once I get my end pieces and then my middle, the next two just falls into line, and I don't have to worry about where I'm going to place these. So I love this idea, this border, and because it's something you can do with all different colors and it looks different each time. And when I'm done, I'll show you quickly 3 different layouts using the same technique. And if you have a square punch, I find that the 1 3/4 works best because you still have a little space from where your square ends. Okay, now this one was just a little crooked, so I'm just going to lift it up with, because I'm using the repositionable tape, and put it back down. So this, if you don't have a silicone mat, you can always use a piece of wax paper or parchment paper, that also works. But I find that having a silicone mat right next to my workstation is so much faster. So you see how quickly this comes together. It's really a very, very fast page, and you can put many pictures on this. It doesn't need to just be one big one, and I'll show you really quickly that you can put either 4x6 or 2 smaller ones, because this is an 8x8. So there you go. And that is the completed page. And if you want, you can add a little title. I have Frosty Fun, and I'll probably add a few snowflakes to that as well. So let me show you. Really quickly what you can do. I have these little, I call them little cheat sheets. And it just is, shows me how big my pictures can be. You could put 4 3.5 by 3.5s on here. And this, you know, this works really well. You could do a 4 by 6. And then, you know, layer something like that with another piece with a title. You could do, you could actually go over the corners just a little if you wanted. And you could do another, possibly a 4 by 6 here, and then another 3.5 by 3.5 here. So it's kind of a versatile layout and one that you can use over and over and over. So I just want to show you, I have 3 different ones. Please let me know which one you like best. Do you like summer? I have summer. I have love. And I have winter. So what's your favorite one? And you see there, it's the same design, same technique, but they all look just a little different. So which one do you like best? Summer, love, or winter? Okay, I hope you enjoyed my tip today. Tune in next week. If you like my videos, please press like. It helps me on Facebook and YouTube. And I have a YouTube channel, Bev DeBono Designs, where I have over 60 videos of fast and fun techniques. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.